So Sada, you have to tell us, how do you take $500 initial marketing budget and create a viral brand? What are your top 3 tips?
One would be product. So whether it's a product or a service, I think nailing that is important. And quality, the quality of your ingredients or services that you offer, and doing as much as you can. And the third would be your faith to God. You can put everything into it. You can work hard, believe in yourself, and leave the rest to God. I think it's really important to surround yourself with great people, positivity, because it does get tough. But when it gets tough and you have a lot of negative energy, you can make wrong decisions. So, during the journey, there are negative things that could happen. For yourself, with a great team, great family and friends. And I think that's really, really important.
Because this formula worked for me,
Yeah.
I can always refer to it, Go into places that nobody wants to go to. When I went to Iraq, it was during the war with Saddam, When I went to Yemen, everybody thought you were crazy going to Yemen. So one element, because all the big guys, all the muscle corporates, they fear going to these areas.
Yeah.
So you will have a chance that you don't have the big guys to crowd you or to compete against you. That's one way to do it. Secondly is be a specialist in a specific area. That will give you a certain strengths that nobody.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because a lot of people nowadays are this jack of all trades. They try to be very broad.
Never works.
I'm a big fan of being sort of deep,
of course,
so tell us more.
It's like today, how many people don't know anything about Bitcoin? Many, still millions.
Yes.
So the guys who understand about Bitcoin, they have an edge. So that's why this is an example. You have to have an edge. It's like me, for example, I think I have an edge when it comes to gold. That's why I am investing so heavily.
Yes.
So second advice is try to have an edge, try to be an expert in an area where few people are experts, The third advice is don't think if you're smart, you're going to make it. A lot of smart people around. It's the hard work becomes a differentiator. If you're not going to put hard work and hours behind your so-called brilliant idea, it's not going to work, So being just intelligent so doesn't have. I learned that too.
It's rarely about the idea, right? It's rarely about the idea.
Hard work is a must.
Yes, the hard.
And then honesty. It's not a how can I say a luxury to be honest. No, it's a mandatory.
Imagine, a prospective founder caught you in an elevator and wanted to make that 1-minute pitch. What are you looking for in that pitch, in that 1-minute pitch that makes them actually stand out?
Okay, the 1-minute pitch is a misnomer, right? The only thing you can get away from the 1 minute is whether the founder has passion, whether he or she is able to articulate that end vision. And I think that is there enough of that? Sometimes right, when you meet people. And you said, okay, whether it's chemistry, whether it's passion, whether it's like this person is special. And so I think that's usually then what I do is, we have a meeting and you can sit down and you really give enough time and effort to understand what the dream and vision is, right? So the 1 minute allows you to say, do I want to spend more time?
Yeah, just a passion kind of, is it the right person to actually spend time with?
Now, if the guy or girl, freeze up, not able to talk, being a leader also it's also a unique capability, right? As a leader, are you able to articulate that vision? Because you're gonna have to get people to follow you, right? And so in times of anxiety, can you get it together? I've seen 19-year-old come across, present way better than serial entrepreneurs even. Right, and so I think that part of that interaction that you have, it's about people, right? Ultimately, why I said I love animals and robots. Okay, I love people more. It is about that interaction. It is about that reading that vision, that spark, and then the rest is all hard work.
Were you acutely aware of what those superpowers that you had? So, or was it your mother that kind of like surfaced that for? What's your special sauce?
I think that, for instance, looking back, and I could be wrong, one skill is that I can kind of generate excitement around an idea, or you could say I could sell, or present things in a simple manner. So I think there is one skill set. Maybe it got honed over time. Maybe it was natural. The second is maybe a skill around talent. What personalities fit best for what role, and how to assemble a team, and how does this team work together. And this is something I'm very geeky about, and especially on days when if I've assembled a team and I step back that day and I don't have to do anything and everything's getting done, I get super excited. And the third is maybe and this comes from curiosity, maybe the ability or the skill to be able to step back and look at where the world or the region or the industry is kind of moving. I mean, I was at Careem, I'm not a coder, right?
Yeah.
And I've never done platform work before.
Right.
In every aspect, in every professional setting of my life, these are the same skills that come in handy.
And if you're looking at, as an entrepreneur, to enter in and start a business in Iraq, what traits or what special ingredients that are different maybe than what ingredients would be necessary in the US or Europe or even in a place like Dubai would you look for as an investor in that founder?
What ingredients within that founder? I guess maybe it's similar, but I mean, just really somebody that's got operational expertise and an ability to just be adamant about success. I mean, I think it's really easy just to get beat down a little bit. You've got challenges, you got, social security issues, you got tax issues, you got checkpoints all over. So you got just a lot of legal and operational challenges. I'd really want somebody that just focused on operational excellence and is stubborn in a way that isn't going to let himself fail, right? And so if somebody's kind of got one foot in this deal, I mean, one of the challenges that I face is a lot of these entrepreneurs are really smart, and he's like, I've got this business, and then I've do this marketing on the side, and I've got a social media, and so there's not a real focus.
You got to go all in.
For me. You know what I mean? If I'm going to invest, if I'm going to support, I really need you in, because I'm going to come in and I'm going to give you full support, and I'm going to try to, we're going to sit down, we're going to work on your, board issues and board governance, and helping you really, go from a local company to a real multinational that somebody can invest in. So I think somebody that really kind of is all in and focused in would be something that I'm looking for.